Hello everyone, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles? Unclear. This is Xenoblade... Well, it's about to be. We finished off Xenoblade Chronicles, but we're back to do the DLC. Free DLC, I should add, that just came with the Definitive Edition. So this is Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. And this, as you can see... I've never played this before. No, you can't see that, but that is true. As you can see, this takes place up on what's left of the Bionis. So some chunks, as you can see, of the Bionis Shoulder and Alchemoth itself are still floating after the end of the main game. If you haven't seen Xenoblade Chronicles all the way through, and I'm going to be assuming you have, so if you haven't and are concerned about spoilers, please leave now, I think. Other than that, I've never played this before. I've got a list of some stuff I want to do, but I don't know what it is. We'll talk about that a bit more when it gets started, but let's just get started right away.
That symbol. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny! All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing.
What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking about the future that awaits us all.
There it is.
Melia, we're in sight of Alchemoth.
All right, I'm on my way.
Oh, that's cool.
Phew. Guess we're still in one piece.
Quite. What in the world was that?
It happened so quickly that I didn't get a good look myself. I saw some flickering around the capital. Then suddenly, a black beam.
A black beam? Some new defensive measure, perhaps. The junks. Can it fly?
Some components sustained heavy damage. It won't budge until we can swap them out.
Right.
It's fine. They're not particularly rare parts. They'll have them in Alchemoth.
You make it sound very simple. Remember, we are still very much in the dark here.
Good thing I came prepared. We'll probably be needing this.
Sister Bon, watch out on right! I take care of it. Kino handle left side. Gotcha!
Those voices.
Are those? It's Kino and Nene. What are they doing here?
Shulk, we must help them.
Of course.
Oh, I have so many thoughts already. It's really cool to see this area, because I mentioned this in the main series, but this area was half programmed into the original version, but never used, so it's really cool to see it. And apparently Telethia look like they're harmless now, which is madly cool. Some elements of this new adventure are very different from the adventure so far. The most major points will be introduced in the following pages. As you progress through the adventure, instead of chain attacks, you'll unlock an all-new system for performing all-out attacks. You'll still require a segment of the gauge to revive fallen allies. In this new adventure, Shulk has lost his power to see visions. Makes sense, that was a Zanza thing and a Monado thing, and that's all been ended now. This calls for more caution than before when it comes to your enemy's most powerful attacks. Some allies were battling ways that were not present before, and skill trees have been removed. There are still further changes, so keep an eye out for them as you play. So, we've received the landmark, which is Junks. Future Doctor, bring up the Visualizer, please. These are all the things we'll be getting. I don't know what they are or where they are, I just have a list of them, well, which I'll check off as I do them. So we will be getting in order. We will be doing all 14 quiet moments, I believe they're like heart-to-hearts, discovering all 29 landmarks and 25 locations, slaying all 20 unique monsters and all 25 fog beasts, don't know what a fog beast is, completing the Collectopedia, doing 43 quests, and recruiting 12 Ponspectors. No idea what that is either, so that'll be fascinating. But for now, we have got some Nopon in trouble over there. You'll notice, of course, we're in control of Melia and Shulk. Let's see what we're looking at here. Shulk has the Monado Replica EX on, which is his fancy new Monado Replica, and Melia has the World Ender, her staff. I believe we don't have any gems or anything. No, there's not really anything we can choose these. Let's have a look at arts, then. So Melia's got her usual kind of loadout. Has she got a lot of... No, she comes already set up. Anything new? No. And Shulk, anything new? No. Hard to see what Shulk... Oh, he's still got Monado arts, he just hasn't got the visions. How does shield work without visions, then? That's going to be challenging, isn't it? Right, I'm going to set the arts to how I like them. Oh, no Monado enchant. I guess that's because there's no mech on. The fun challenge is trying to remember how I like to have these set up, because it's been, you know, a few months since I played Xenoblade last. I played through all of Xenoblade 3, but I haven't played Xenoblade 1 since I recorded it, obviously. I don't think I'll need to play it again for quite some time. But yeah, we've got Melia set up in the same way we usually have it, of just a bit of kind of the elementals and whatnot in the middle, and then her spear break and starlight kick combo, and Shulk as well as set up. I don't really know how either of them are going to handle, because obviously we don't have any healing in the party, and Shulk is a kind of glass cannon without the visions thing, so... but I'm going to start off with Melia and go over there and see what's happening.
Who next in line to get face full of mild down? Anyone so much as breathe this way, rifle of Kino go blah blah blah.
Kino, Nene, are you hurt?
Let us help too.
Miss Melia, Mr. Shulk. Help very welcome. More is always merrier.
Well, it wouldn't be Xenoblade if the DLC didn't have weirdly jazzy music. So we've got two new members of the party, Kino and Nene. Let's see what these guys do. Oh, we can change their appearance. Oh, we can change our own appearance as well. Still can't change Shulk's Monado. Ugh, there we go. I'll set these to how I like it as well. So Kino seems to have a husk shooter, which is some kind of ether rifle made from a gunberry. There we go. And Kino has the not Kino. What's this one called? Doesn't even say their names anywhere. Oh, Nene. There we go. Kino and Nene. Nene has the like a Garda, like Reyn's thing. Right. Let's see if we can work out what they do from their arts. So Kino is definitely Sharla. He's the healing of the party. Like heat, heat bullet is toasty hot bullets. Healy counter, Curie Puri round, Cure Thingamy. These are all exactly the same arts, just with different ones. Egg shaker and noggin shot. It'll blast. Oh, that's quite amusing. I don't really want you though, because I don't care for healing. So I'm going to use the other one. What is the other one? Ah, you're Reyn. Hammer beat, bone upper, chive so bad. That's different. Wild swing is feather swing, sword drive the same, lariat. Mild down instead of wild down, shield smash. Angry instead of angry. Oh, that's quite good. No, these are all the same. Aura toast instead of aura burst. Magnum starch instead of magnum. I'll use her for now and have her set up as Reyn. Give me a second. Right, we'll stick with Melia for now because at least I know what I'm dealing with Melia. So let's take out these guys. So we'll do the classic. We'll summon a bolt. Actually, you know what? Let's spear break and the starlight kick these guys because that's always fun. At least they had this wave essentially. Shulk and Kino will fight the same as, and Nene even will fight the same as Shulk and Reyn with a kind of a focus on breaking and toppling is kind of what I'm hoping for. I have to remember all my gems aren't set up the way I used to be, so like I immediately am using Summon Earth, but obviously the Summon Earth damage over time trick isn't exactly there. But otherwise, yes, this is the same engine. It is going to handle basically the same way. I'll keep Summon Acheron just to be sure. Right, with that done, let's see what happens.
Big sis, we did it! Job is good one, Kino.
That was amazing, you two. It was like seeing Reyn and Sharla fighting together again.
Just so. Fitting. For children of here upon Ricky's household.
Oh, they're Ricky's kids!
No injuries, Kino?
Nene, very, very sorry. Kino, not so good with strangers.
Oh, really? Most interesting.
Please do not take personally.
If we stay here, there is a risk of another attack. We should move to a safer location.
Very well. Is this acceptable?
Plenty acceptable.
Right. Let's go. This place looks promising. We can take a break here.
So tell us, what were you two doing out there? Rather, how did you even get here at all?
About that.
Melia, I think these two must have come on the junks.
What? Are you quite sure, Shulk?
When you consider their relative positions, I think it's quite credible.
The capital, on the Bionis Shoulder.
So...
Ah. So that is where the junks comes in, then. I appreciate it. But... even though we won peace with Zanz's defeat, the rebuilding continues. Much remains to be done.
I realize that. And I also know that you've been putting in every effort.
So why then?
If the capital is on the shoulder, there are people there. I thought you'd want to go.
Shulk. That's...
We could be there and back in less than half a day.
Mama? Me. Kino, maybe better to explain. Mama, we're just on a little strolly stroll when we suddenly hear voices. Now, Kino. Nene watched Kino with eyes of Rogel. Kino, follow Mr. Shulk from behind and do some sneak peekings. Mama, Sister Pon followed Kino and sneak peek on too. Meh.
So you stowed away like I thought. But what for?
Kino always look up to Dadapon. Want to become mighty Heropon too.
I'm certain Ricky would be most proud. But how did that lead to you boarding our vessel?
He see opportunity to help people who in trouble. That way can become friends with people everywhere. Mighty Heropon make friends with every toe step. Or so Dadapon say, at least.
I see. That does explain things.
Many sorries. It's not fault of Sister Pon. He's not scored Nene. Fault is of Kino only. Kino. Sincere sorries. Kino wanted to repay debt. Dadapon and Mamapon take Kino in when Kino all alone.
You were alone?
Is truth. One day, out of blue, Dadapon bring Kino home. Said, here is Brotherpon. That day, nobody made comment. Everyone except Kino. Kino, what happy they could say. That why. That way want to become Heropon and repay debt to family. You're really sorry.
Kino, you do your family honor. Yours is a most noble sentiment. I am utterly certain that Ricky and Oka are proud of you too.
Actually, Melia and I are in a bit of trouble right now. We could use the help.
For really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, if Kino must. You really twist wing. But fine, we'll allow to be sidekicks of Kino. Kino? Wrong word. Supposed to say friends.
Goddamn game's already making me feel my feelings. We're not even 20 minutes in.
So, we'll be heading for the capital to find parts for the junks.
Yes, about that. It's a bit of a hike, but could we check out that cape?
Explain.
I'm a bit concerned. What you said about defensive measures.
You fear we may come under fire again. Is that it?
Yeah.
It is true. Caution frequently pays off in the long run. The cape it is.
Great. It's settled.
Legend of Heropon Kino! It all starts here! Mahey!
Event Theatre lets you watch cutscenes again. Yes, thank you. That's all the same. So, I guess we're now let loose a little bit. Is that just a Terex we can fight up there? Ooh. It says that the Bionis is... It's all its shoulder here, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the Bionis Shoulder was used for a couple of cutscenes. Now, that's where the Bionis' head was. Under there, where all those sludging rocks are. Yeah, the Bionis Shoulder is used for a couple of cutscenes, especially when Egil and... Zanza, well, not Zanza, Arglass are kind of reflecting. And you see some scenes of like Telethia flying over it and whatnot. But that's about it. Ooh, Navia Highland, that's a location. Mark that one off, Future Doctor. Also enjoying what I hear of the music so far. This is quite nice, but Xenoblade always has that reliably inside, obviously, even if it's been a few... oh, this is the same music at least. Come on, let me target this man. There we go. Yeah, even if it has been a while since the last game, since this game came out, it's the same composers doing the same stuff. So the music is still obviously expected to be rock solid. Right, let's earth this guy. I'm going to trust that my lads aren't going to fall off. Dangerous to assume any affinity. I'm curious as to what it was saying about having a new form of party gauge as well. That's very exciting. Is there a reason why we're not targeting this guy? Magna-Ansel, there we go. What's a Magna-Ansel doing up here anyway? I guess it can fly up. Oh, we're having a bit of a shocker. Oh, it's because these guys are actually wildly higher level than us. Whoops. Right, let's run. Nope, too late. Dead. Shit. Well, let's try that again. Oh, what's this up here? Is this a quiet moment? It is. Get to know each other in quiet moments. Investigate an icon to view the corresponding quiet moment. If you don't meet the conditions for reviewing a scene, come back to it when you do. Any quiet moments you can do can be watched again up there. Can't view it yet. Okay, cool. Right, on we go. Right, rather than going over the kind of jaggedy highland bit, let's just try going the standard way over this bridge. This is nice. And you know, as you know, Tears of the Kingdom and Skyward Sword and whatnot have told us, you can't do floating islands in the sky without having waterfalls pouring off to nowhere. Ah, Navia Crossroads. Nice to have a landmark at least to come back to when I inevitably die. Is that an ether deposit up there? I guess it must be. I'm about the size of a baby armor at the moment. It's nice that you're not too badly leveled down from like the last time, the end of the game. Like you're starting at level 60, not level 1. But it is a bit weird to be launched in with like a full palette of arts and stuff like that, and then remember how to do all of this stuff. There we go. Sentence was really getting away from me there. Already, I'm starting on a massive collectopedia thing, as you can see. Spine. Well, not spine. Scapula, presumably. I'm going to leave that X alone. I'm basically not going to start any... Well, then I'll never level up, will I? I kind of don't want to get into fights I can't finish, like happened there. Okay, let's take on these bonnets. How bad can these be? Phlegmatic Jamia, that's a unique monster. That's how bad that can be. Fuck it, let's try it. You'll notice I'm playing as Nene now. So I'm going to play it in the Reyn fashion. No, I'm 5 levels. Oh, dude, shit, she's much lower than the other party members. Did not realise that. Alright, let's see if we can do break and topple. Shulk, that relies on you to break. Actually, I can break and topple the days this way. Oh, shit, well, we just got it there. On the wrong one. Well, that's Mad Taunt at least. I think we probably want to focus on taking down the set of smaller auxiliary bonnets, at least, so we're not fighting on multiple fronts. And at least we've got party gauge built up, but we can't change that, but obviously, yes, we can revive one another with that, which is pretty handy. Let's use Lariats. Oh, Melia's dead. There we go. Get up. Thank you. Magnum Starch. Chive so bad. Of course they're food, because they're fucking here upon Ricky's kids. That's why. It all makes sense now. Doesn't it? Oh yeah, that moment, by the way, I had no idea about that, and that didn't scare me, but that's immediately powerful moment of, you know, the other one is just Ricky's like adoptive kid. He's just like, this is your new brother pod, and everyone accepts it. It's like, oh, that's game's making me feel my feelings, as I say. Right, we've dazed him at least. So that's something. It's kind of weird to not have access to any kind of chain attack or anything like that, but we'll get there. Well, we'll whittle this guy down gently, hopefully. Right, I think we may need to bring our Sharla type out, because I think we need some kind of healing. Ooh, it's pretty here at sunset, as Bionis always is. That pun only works if you have an American accent. The covert stance becomes yogurt stance. I was like, yogurt stance? I don't get it. There we go. Well, let's see if I can at least sneak this chest away from this thing without starting a fight with it. There we go. We've got a husk chucker. I guess that's a better gun for Kino. It is indeed. No slots, but I don't have any gems, so there we go. Right, ignore that guy and head on. I want to at least get to... I'm going to end this episode, I think, when I get to this next spot over here. We're not that far from it, so we'll play out whatever cutscenes here and find a decent time to continue. That's cool. There's a whole thing over there. And a lot of waterfalls to nowhere. Where's the water coming from? Don't ask difficult questions. Little bonnets. Well, let's beat an Antol so we can feel good about ourselves at least. I want to win at least a non-scripted combats. And let's try like Magnum, Starch, and then Sword Drive. I forget that Sword Drive isn't a pond one. It's just still called Sword Drive. But Mild Down and Shield Cut Smash are now new. Not necessarily the Monada Buster Shot, but there we go.
Kino could have knocked that one out.
Oh, I should probably plug in my various collectibles now as well. So, bring up the visualizer. Let's see what we've got. So, we've got the Rainbow Carrot, the High Leaf, the Blade Bird, and the Sub-Zero Steel. Making progress already. Right. Ooh, we've got just a random ether deposit here in this village. Cool, let's head in. Companion's Cape.
Many bird people here.
Are there really only high Entia living here?
Oh there, strangers.
Ah, hello.
I see. You've had a rough time of it. However, I suggest you steer clear of Alchemoth. Even if you do somehow get there in one piece, don't expect the transporters to be running.
Oh? Why's that?
The thing that shot at you was no defense platform. It was a monster we've taken to calling the Fog King.
The Fog King?
Yeah. Suddenly showed up in Alchemoth a few months back.
From what I gather, you're from the Imperial Guard. Are the swords you carry just for show?
Taking a sword to it is folly. It laughs at our attacks. It's like hacking at smoke. Blows pass clean through it.
Must be Ghost. Ghost not shoot beams, dum-dum.
So that's why you call it the Fog King?
We fought in defense of our home. We were ready to die, and many of us did. But in the end, it won us nothing at all. The Fog King's attacks tore into us hard. Eventually, we gathered the High Entia and anyone else we found, and gave up the capital, so that we might live.
How awful.
My grieving heart belongs there. Our heartland, our capital. Yet I cannot even mourn it.
Maxis,
Huh? Yes?
please, you have to tell us how to get inside.
Shulk, be serious.
Boy, are you hard of hearing?
I heard you.
Then you should know better.
No matter the situation, we have to go. If I fix the junks, we can all leave this place. Then, once we're in Colony 9, we can make plans to retake Alchemoth.
No point.
Why not?
Shulk, do you think we took all that lying down?
Huh?
We're not stupid, you know. We did all we could. It's true. I want to go home. But that's a dream that won't come to pass, and it already cost too many lives.
Maxis.
I understand where you're coming from. Still, I have to be blunt with you. Let it go.
Now what?
Judging from the speech, I can't see us convincing him.
So this means we're stuck here?
Quite a predicament, Empress Melia.
Who the fuck's this prick?
Who are you? How do you know my name?
I humbly beg your pardon. Gelgar, at your Majesty's service. Formerly of the Personal Protection Division of the Alchemoth Guard Regiment.
Is that so? Then the pardon is mine to beg, Sir Gelgar. And please, dispense with the Majesty.
Perish the thought, your Majesty. The recent war has rid us of the wicked purebloods. A new age dawns, and we half-breeds are chosen for its caretakers. With you, Lady Melia, as our shining paragon, I cannot but address you as Majesty.
I have no patience for wheedling. Especially from knaves who spit on their ancestors.
I would never dream of doing such. I merely spoke plain truth, no more.
As you wish. But the Majesty address is burdensome to me.
If you absolutely insist. Until you deign to acquiesce, Lady Melia will have to suffice.
So kind, Sir Gelgar.
Make no mention of it, Lady Melia.
Sir Gelgar, we really need to get to Alchemoth, no matter what.
Ah, yes. I have heard your exchange with Maxis. Hindering the Empress's triumph. A narrow-minded fool, if ever there was one. To begin the authentication process, one must raise their hand to the transporter. The device is configured in such a way that only some of the High-Entier in this land and the Imperial family may pass. Hence, Lady Melia should not have the slightest issue activating it.
A similar mechanism to the tombs, then?
That's our ticket into Alchemoth.
Yes.
Tasty news! Friend Gelgar is good friend! Kind thanks, Birdmister.
Not at all. I am but a humble servant in Lady Melia's employ. If it not displease my ladyship too grossly, may I offer you my companionship on your journey? I have a modicum of skill with the blade. Please rest assured.
I appreciate the offer, but must refuse. We do not lack for strength.
Indeed. A great shame. Should the need arise, I shall remain ready to serve.
Certainly. By the way, Sir Gelgar, this outpost appears to consist of naught but soldiers. Where might all the other refugees reside?
They dwell beyond the Grandel ramparts, which lie below this point.
They live at a remove from you, then?
Yes, because of the Machina who live there.
What do you mean?
Might you have forgotten? When the war broke out, it was the Machina's treachery that lit the fuse. Were it not for them, we needn't have lost our brethren and our home.
You couldn't stand the Machina and thus moved away?
Precisely.
But the war is concluded, Sir Gelgar.
Some simply cannot let go so easily.
Melia, shall we go see for ourselves?
Ah, yes. Very well. Sir Gelgar, we will take our leave of you now.
Do please take care of yourselves. You'll find passage to the capital through the Cragmore Caverns.
Sir Gelgar, thanks for this.
See you friend later. Please to be extra careful of self.
The same to you all.
Oh, we can buy shops here now. Excellent. And we can accept side quests. Brilliant. Well, that guy's basically just the fucking high-end tier happy mask salesman, isn't he? How fucking terrifying. And also, it's interesting, well, he's obviously clearly some kind of racist, both within and without the high-end tier, but it's interesting how, yeah, it makes sense, but it's shitty how, you know, people are blaming the Machina for essentially what were just Egil's actions. Anyway, we'll explore around here, perhaps collect some quests, and maybe visit some shops next episode. So I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.